Is that Tri-Brigade taking over the tier 1 slot in the metagame? Well, that's interesting. Make sure you guys smash everything, crap out, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we're going to be looking at the Extravaganza breakdown for you guys today, and this is very interesting. So out of everything in Top Cut, we had 4 Tri-Brigade Zodiac decks. And what a Tri-Brigade Zodiac deck usually entails, it's a pretty big Tri-Brigade package. You usually splash in with 3 Zoo monsters, and the Zodiac Barrage package gives you access to making Zoos. 4 of them made their way into Top Cut here. And Bear Bloom's not even out yet, alright? Lightning Overdrive, still 2 weeks away. Can you guys see it? 2 weeks away from any sort of change in the metagame. And it appears that, moving on up here, that Tri-Brigade Zoo is becoming that more dominant powerhouse here. Now, we also had 2 dinosaur in Top Cut. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm used to only seeing like 1 dinosaur to 0 in a lot of these Top Cuts, and all of a sudden, alright, so dinosaur making a nice run back here. We have 2 Striker Dragon decks. You guys know how fun Dragon Link is. Yeah! Dragon Link! It really isn't that fun. We had 2 invoked Dogmatica, of which one of them was invoked Dogmatica JUDAL. So, standard Alistair and Friends package. We know how fun that deck is to deal with. Alright, so those are your big contenders in the room. Now, the event wasn't won by any of those decks. And you're like, wait, what? First place out of today's event was actually Praying Kids. He went undefeated throughout the entire course of the event. Praying Kids locked down another win. Alright, but this time he only had 1 in top 16, which was very interesting in terms of numbers. And second place was actually Altergeist, and we'll look at that list here in a couple of minutes for you guys. But what in the world? So, one-ofs, by the way, first and second place. Well, that's interesting. I don't think anybody really expected that. Okay, sure. Now think about that. That's some nice diversity there. We also had only 1 virtual world player in Top Cut. Oh, well, that's also a rogue, right? No real shocker there. Alright. We also had 1 Eldritch deck in Top Cut, and it was Dogmatica Eldritch. We've talked about that list in the past, kind of capitalize off of the off of the Dogmatica package to generate advantage. You know what cool things we're doing with that, right? And then the interesting decks here were Numeron returns for another special showing. Oh, well, we'll talk about that list later this afternoon. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Da-da-da-da! Mystic Mind Burn got a 14th place finish, actually, and a 23rd place finish today. So we had 2 relatively decent showings out of the day for Mystic Mind. That's going to rustle some jimmies. So, event was won by Praying Kids. Altergeist got 2nd place. Virtual World got 5th. And Mystic Burn got 14th, with Numeron coming in 7th place. That's quite the diverse breakdown, if I would say so myself, right? Especially considering, we're not even into Lightning Overdrive yet, and you're already seeing Tri-Brigade Zoo taking over a majority of that. Now, let's pass it on over to some deck lists, shall we? I gotta give a special thanks before we get into the list here that everybody that helps provide with this information. That way we get the chance to talk about these breakdowns. So, thank you guys. A little diamond heart. I appreciate you guys. Channel memberships are available if you guys ever just want to spam diamond hearts down there. It's literally 99 cents. So I made it super easy and affordable for those of you that choose to support the channel. I do love and appreciate you guys. So, second place here was Lawrence Jones playing Altergeist. And you're probably going to look at this list and you're going to go, wow, that's pretty standard. We have the triple copies of Prosperity for filtering. I know a lot of people kind of look at this deck and they're like, well, sometimes Extravagance can be better in some situations. Yes, it can. But honestly, I think that this is fine. We also have the 2 duality, so you can just filter, all these in the same turn. 1 and 1 go. 2 copies of Siliquido, so I remember when people were trying to justify lower numbers on this. And, of course, we have the entire Solemn package and traps to disrupt the opponent. Pretty standard stuff here. Is that Shadow Imprisoning Mirror? Ah, it's back again. We've seen this card coming up as a side deck trend. Very, very interesting. And then we have triple copies of my friend Inspector Border. Well, glad to see you back. I also seen that Borreload's back. Hi, Borreload. I missed you, too. Outside of that, like, for Geist, this is kind of standard for what we've seen from a lot of the previous builds. Also bored in that skill drain. That's some spicy stuff. Congratulations on getting second place, Duelist. I like this. All right. Next up, Virtual World. This was 5th place here. So, what are we doing? I see here that we got some ghost spells for interruptions. That's pretty standard stuff. Is that Twin Twister in the main deck? Wow. All right. I see that we're not playing too crazy stuff here. I see that we have the Ultimaya to make the Crystal Wing. We're not playing the whole Muddy Mud make Kaliga package here. This is just a little bit more standardized. We've taken out a little bit of the extra footing here, and it looks like it rewarded us pretty well. I also see down here that we do have access to skill drain in our side deck instead of maining it. 2 copies of the Foolish Bro Goods. Outside of that, pretty standard stuff here for VW. Double inclusion of the talents is fine. No droplets. Yeah, looks pretty much what I would expect. Next up is 6th place. Here's our JUDAL package. Here's our WinCon. Here's some extra footing here. And this is for our Dragon League matchup. This is also for our Dragon League matchup. There's nothing too crazy I can say about JUDALs. Oh wait. We're playing Secret Village of the Spellcasters. You're a mad lad. Oh my gosh. Set rotation. Laugh at your opponent. My God. Alright. That's actually some hilarious tech, man. Imagine you activate Secret Village, normal summon Alistair, your opponent goes, like, they just pop a blood vessel. That's hilarious. I like that. Outside of that, yeah, unfortunately, nothing too crazy. Once again, we still are not seeing that that JUDAL genius that everybody was so hyped for. Alright, it's a good card, but only in some variants. Next up, this was Samuel's list. So this is what I was talking about. So your zoo package is literally 1 Whiptail, 1 Rap here, and 1 Ram. And then you have, obviously, Barrage to essentially start a combo. Outside of that, you're seeing more and more of these trap builds. Because honestly, the Tri-Brigade package is very resilient for what it wants to do. And, well, what it wants to do is it wants to win the game very easily. And by generating advantage, making our friend Zeus down here for literally just a normal summon. It's easy and it's free real estate. And it doesn't really hurt you to just kind of already build this package into your deck. So, nice slimmer options available for the deck. Meanwhile, you still win through your standard extra deck means. So, I do like this deck a lot. What this engine is evolving into is definitely something I think I would enjoy. So, yeah, some nice trap Tri-Brigade. Next up, we got Dinosaurs. 9th place here. So, off of the bat here, you see that we're playing the Dark Ruler No Mores, which are going to be our board breakers. Alright, so going second, Dinosaurs at its finest. Triple field spell for Lost World. We also have the Mystic Mine. I enjoy watching our opponents struggle. And then we have Contact C. This card has actually been moving up in, terms of rankings for side deck picks for quite a lot of people here. So when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field. This card's controller cannot fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon unless they use this card as material. Basically, it creates an unfavorable situation for decks like Dragon Link. They have to basically start going down, well, if they even play things to out this. Some decks are kind of adapting more for this, but this card can really ruin your opponent's day, depending at the point of when you drop this on them. So yeah, this card's kind of come up in the game as of late. So definitely a little bit better of a tech choice here. Outside of that, there's nothing too crazy to say about 9th here. Yeah. Alright, next up we have, more Tri-Brigade. This was 11th place here. As you can see, we're a little bit heavier on the trap side here. We're playing Ice Dragon's Prisons to disrupt the opponent. Once again, you have that 3-card, 4-card engine built into the deck, and then you just use the rest of your package. This build is not playing Nibiru's, it's not playing Ghost Sisters, besides Ash Blossom, like you've seen with some of the other builds. We're also bulking down on talents here that we could take advantage of the situation. Also, the Solemn J-Man's down here. Outside of that, same thing that we were doing in the previous list. Just disrupt the opponent via the zoo package and do what this deck does best. Anger the opponent in a rage. Alright, and then the last list that we have for you guys here is Dragon Link. Oh my gosh. It's been so long since I've talked about Dragon Link. Unexcited face. Alright, so we also have triple copies of the Chamber here, triple copies of Tidying. Wow, we're crazy on that. We're playing the Droplets instead of the Dark Road No Remorse for the Board Breakers. We're not seeing any talents in this build at all. Outside of that, everything else looks pretty standardized for this list. Nothing too crazy I can say here. So, double Absterrouter, by the way. I feel like that's a little bit out of the norm, but... Alright, so that wraps up Dragon Link. Later on this afternoon, we'll have some Numeron. We'll have Noble Knights for you guys. You're like, wait a minute. Noble Knights? But that didn't top 16. I know. Still want to talk about the list because it's pretty interesting. And we'll have some Mystic Burn that also topped for you guys today. So, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these decks. Smash the envelope and subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content like the list later this afternoon. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for some awesome content. Peace out, guys.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.